Providence. This is Monster Jam.
Providence, our first competition of the night is JCB Racing. All 8 of our drivers have been seated into a bracket. They are then going to go head-to-head for the fastest lap around our track. The 4 drivers to do that are going to advance to our semifinal round. So I got one question for you, everybody. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
All aboard for JCB Racing. Round 1, your conductor, Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Big competition facing the veteran on this series. It's John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. So far this season, they've raced 1 time in head-to-head racing. John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon would go on to take that win. Triton Robbins' Crazy Train really looking to step up his game in JCB Racing this season. He is staged. Megalodon is staged. We're ready to go. A close race for the first race in JCB Racing. Last night, it was close race after close race. Coming in on just 3 BKT tires, your winner is Megalodon. So that gives John Zimmer Sr. a 4-5 race record on the season. 4 wins, 5 losses this season. Megalodon in the semifinal round, and he'll face the winner of this next race. It's about to get hot. Make some noise for Cody Saucier, Dragon. She's about to hit that loud pedal and put it to the metal. It's Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Cody Saucier this season, 13 racing wins. 1-0 against Gravedigger this season. Gravedigger stage, Dragon stage, let's do this. Another photo finish. We're going to be using this super glue glued to the action replay quite a bit this afternoon. Your winner is Dragon. It's Cody Saucier, now 14 race wins on the season. Megalodon and Dragon, that is going to be the battle of the veterans. Get those bullhorns up. It's MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Big competition on the other side of the track. Last night's BKT overall event champion and JCB final racing winner, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Second time they faced this season. Terminal Velocity taking the win the last time they raced. El Toro Loco in second in the series. Terminal Velocity in first. Toro stage, Terminal Velocity stage. Here we go. Your winner, Terminal Velocity. So John Zimmer Jr. now 8-4 in racing. Second best race record on this series right now. And he moves on to the semifinal round, and he will take on Slay Logan, slay. It's Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Looking to soar to that BKT Overall Event Championship today, it's Montana Robbins playing crazy. So for these two drivers, the first time they've met this season. These are two of the younger drivers in Monster Jam right now, so a long career ahead of them, but we've got a big race right now. Your winner is Plain Crazy. So our semifinal round of JCB Racing, we'll see Megalodon versus Dragon, Terminal Velocity versus Plain Crazy. We are headed towards that first 8 points of the event.
This semifinal stage is set, fans, but only 2 drivers will advance to the finals, and that's shot at 8 points. I need to know if you're still with me, Providence. Let me hear you make some noise if you're ready for some more JCB Racing.
So it's the Unks of Arena Championship Series East going head-to-head. We've got Cody Saucier Dragon versus John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon. They faced 3 times this season. Dragon has won each of those races. These are the 2 best racers on the series and 2 of the best racers in Monster Jam, ready to go head-to-head. All right, so the purple lights means we need to restage our trucks. One of the 2 trucks not properly staged. So that first yellow light means fire the truck up and stage. When the second yellow light pops up on each side, that means that truck and driver is staged. So Dragon keeps overstaging, you'll watch. He'll get the second yellow light, but he kept moving forward a little bit there. So here we go, both of our drivers kind of moving up. It makes you wonder if they're trying to play mind games with each other right now. So the problem is, I think Dragon keeps looking at the right side of that light, expecting to be staged first. So John Zimmer Sr., he's going to stage first. He's moving up to the line right now. There we go. Your winner is Dragon. Cody Saucier Dragon has 172 racing finals wins under his belt. So whoever faces Dragon better be on it this afternoon in Providence. All right, up next, these two have faced twice this year. And the winner of both of those races, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, also last night's BKT overall event champion. And then we've got Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy on the other side of the track there. Could be a major upset for Plain Crazy if he takes this win. Your winner is Terminal Velocity.
Providence, we've made it to the finals. I need you to get as loud as you possibly can. One of these drivers is going home with 8 points to start our day. Let me hear you make some noise.
In his 13th season behind the wheel, 172 JCB Racing Finals wins from Lafayette, Louisiana. It's Cody Saucier, Dragon. He has 59 JCB Racing Finals wins in his very young career in Monster Jam. He's your series leader right now. He was last night's BKT overall event champion and JCB Racing Finals winner. It's John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Fifth time they've met this season in JCB Racing. Cody Saucier, Dragon, 3-1 over Terminal Velocity. You gotta wonder if he's doing that on purpose just to throw the other truck and driver off. All right, both staged. Here we go. Your winner is Cody Saucier, Dragon. That is his 173rd JCB Racing Finals wins in his career. Scooping the first 8 points of the event. Make some noise for Dragon. So a phenomenal race record for a guy who has just absolutely been a dominant force in this competition since he started his career. And it just continues with another dub right there. And again, 8 points. And Katie right now is down with our JCB Racing winner.
Standing by with your JCB Racing winner, Cody Saucier. Cody, you fought for this yesterday and you fought hard. Today, you came in, you got it done. What clicked for you?
Man, just hitting my marks. BKT gave us this great dirt all the way from Foxborough. If you guys go to Monster Jam at Gillette Stadium, that's where this dirt comes from. I've been there. My biggest highlight of my career was racing there, and I took out old Tom Mintz in the final round. But man, it is a task. This dirt down here, there's no dirt, it's down to concrete. So you got to tiptoe, and man, my boy Little Zim, he's a heck of a wheel, man. We're having problems with the staging lights. I don't know what's going on, but man, we got to take the W any way we can get it. It's cold outside. Old Dragon's bringing the heat, baby. I got to hear you. What's up, Providence?
We're going into two-wheel skills. How are you feeling?
I feel great. Little Zimmer, again, he's letting the cat out of the bag a little soon, but man, just try to keep up with these guys and gals out here on the nose, on the wheelie bar, bicycling. We got 4 big old BKT tires to party with, but we only got to party with 2. I'm up for it, man. You guys are in charge. Judgeszone.com, baby. Let's go. Let's have a party. What do you say?
He's bringing the heat, Providence, and he needs you to get loud. Make some noise one more time for Cody Saucier, Dragon.
Putting 2 wheels and skill into the 2-wheel skills competition. Great execution and combos from Triton Robbins' Crazy Train.
And scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think of Crazy Train.
I don't know, I choose that awesomeness right there. Triton Robbins' Crazy Train, great execution and combo moves. Really, the second move too, powering that Monster Jam truck up into that wheelie, getting a little slap wheelie in there too, on top of the pod. Great stuff, and some different options there for combos from Crazy Train driver. He's out of the truck right now. The scores are in. The score for Crazy Train is 7.78. 7.78 to start the competition for Crazy Train. For Triton Robbins, average score around 8.113. General finish around 4th in this competition. So we'll see if that 7.78 holds in that top spot for Crazy Train. But again, the first competitor out of 7 more to go. For you fans too who want to join in at judgeszone.com, scan that QR code and get ready to score our next competitor. It's lunchtime, and it's time to eat. Here comes Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger. what looked like was going to be a rough execution there. She really made some lemonade out of lemons right there. Great start for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Scores are now open. Fans, head to judgeszone.com.
Great stuff there with attempt number 2 in two-wheel skills. But again, the first attempt, you're watching her, she's going to pop that truck up onto those front 2 BKT tires. It kind of twists on her, and as the truck's coming down, she has the wherewithal to try to get it back into that wheelie. So again, making lemonade with lemons right there. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, out of the truck right now. Providence makes some noise for the black and green wrecking machine. Scores are coming in. All right, again, scores are in at judgeszone.com. The score for Gravedigger is 7.9, so she takes the lead. Perfect. The average of the fan score, a 7.9, and then we have our expert score, also a 7.9. So when you average those together, math is pretty easy. And Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, sits in first place. Just kind of squeezing into that top spot over Crazy Train. So lots of opportunity for someone to take that top spot. Plenty of room for a big score. And again, the tricks that you're going to see: stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks. Who knows? Maybe we'll see something never seen before, and the things that you only see at Monster Jam. All right, let's get those bullhorns up. Here comes last night's two-wheel skills winner. You're on board with El Toro Loco. Showing off the skill, showing off some dance moves, and blowing a little smoke. A little bit of everything there with some flair at the end. El Toro Loco, MJ Solario lining up for attempt number 2.
Scoring is now open, fans. Head to judgeszone.com.
The bull bucked so hard at the end there, it just shut the truck off after that awesome moonwalk up the pod and then into a wheelie. I saw dad hands in the air during that second attempt for El Toro Loco. MJ Solario getting out of the truck as you get your scores in. Make some noise for El Toro Loco. Watching the super glue glued to the action replay, him and then also Gravedigger, when they hit that popper, the truck seemed to shoot off to the side a little bit. So here we go, scores are in. Score to beat 7.9. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.97. Your new leader, El Toro Loco. Last night, El Toro Loco would take the two-wheel skills challenge win, and you just saw why. MJ Solario, average score around 7.997, so that score for him almost a full point higher than his average, so that's where you want to be. Up close to 9 or in the 9s with your score. BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agricultural and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com. All right, Providence, let's hear it for Logan Ashline. Sparkle Smash! Sparkle Smash attempt number 1, a popper, nice execution, putting it up there, setting it back down, lining up for attempt number 2.
Fans, let us know what you think of Sparkle Smash. Scoring is now open.
I don't know about Sparkle Smash, that looked like Sparkle Scent right there. That was a huge sky wheelie from Logan in Sparkle Smash. I mean, just pedal down 20 feet, 25 feet in the air. I don't know, that was huge. And the biggest air we've seen here all weekend so far at the AMP. And you got to see it right here. She's out of the truck. Make some noise for Sparkle Smash. Scores are in. The score for Sparkle Smash is 7.688. 7.688 for Sparkle Smash. So El Toro Loco in the lead halfway through the two-wheel skills challenge, 8.97 the score to beat. Gravedigger in second, Crazy Train in third, and right now Sparkle Smash sits in fourth. And don't forget, we also have a second competition, not only the BKT Overall Event Championship, but our St. Jude Ambassador of the event. And Cody Saucier and Sparkle Smash right now, 50-50 for the most donations. So when you scan that QR code and you make a donation to St. Jude to end childhood cancer, to help support families through an extremely difficult time, your donations will go to St. Jude, helping support the end of childhood cancer. But also you can help support your favorite truck and driver to be today's St. Jude Ambassador of the event. So when you make that donation, when you scan that QR code, pick your favorite truck and driver, and we'll see at some point during Freestyle who will be today's St. Jude Ambassador of the event. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 this afternoon. Here comes Cody Saucier, Dragon. Dragon was on no BKT tires there for a second, really on that back bumper, and sets the truck back down into a wheelie and walks it up the pod. Great stuff. Here comes attempt number 2 from Dragon. Cody with 18 two-wheel skills challenge wins in his 13-year career. What do we got now?
Fan scoring is now open. Head to judzone.com.
Cody Saucier, Dragon, going for the bicycle on attempt number 2 there. Not getting the bump he needed to make that happen. But here is the replay, the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Number 1, the first trick. There it is, no tires, none rubber touching that dirt right there. Sets it down and then just smoothly walks that Dragon up the pod. Here we go, scores are in. The score for Dragon is 6.218, which his average score in this competition is a 6.28. So real close to his average score, but not enough right now to take the lead. Dragon sits in 5th. El Toro Loco still first, 8.97. Gravedigger second, 7.9. Crazy Train third, 7.78. 3 competitors left. One of them has 75 two-wheel skills challenge wins in his career. So this competition is about to heat up. And speaking of that driver with 75 two-wheel skills challenge wins in his career, here comes John Zimmer Jr. You're on board with Terminal Velocity. That is not a good sign for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. And this could be a big opportunity for our other superstars on this series to get closer to our series leader right now. So our Monster Jam tech officials over there scoping out the truck, trying to see where that smoke could have been coming from. And he was lining up for probably a combo after combo after combo move. You can see him kind of looking around, talking to the officials, getting out of the truck right now. Something not right with the truck, pointing to it, and we'll get a pit report during halftime, try to find out what's going on with that truck or what could be going on. But hopefully it's quick repairs, and the Terminal Velocity team will have this back for Freestyle in just a little bit. Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. And as John Zimmer Jr. gets in his truck to be taken out to the pits to be fixed again, this is an opportunity right now for the other 7 drivers to score as many points in this competition to get closer to our series leader. Again, we're trucking towards the Monster Jam World Finals, July 2nd through the 4th, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission. While you got a second right now, check out monsterjam.com and get your tickets.
Well, Ryan let us know about the St. Jude competition going on with our drivers, but I want to bring in some of the fans. I saw Owen and Noah out here rocking their Megalodon and Gravedigger. They were so excited, I thought, I got to get them up here on the big screen. So do you guys want to play a game?
Yeah!
All right, it's time for the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Fans, you can also get in on the fun. Let's take a look at the big screen. All right, guys. We're going to get our St. Jude helmets up here on the big screen. You saw there's a trophy under that middle one. Keep your eyes on the middle. Are you paying attention? We're almost there. I'm getting dizzy. I don't know about you guys, but I hope you know. Owen and Noah, do you think it was 1, 2, or 3? They're thinking about it. Fans, help them out. What do you think it is?
1.
All right, they're going with number 1. Let's see. It's not number 3. It's not number 2. That means it's number 1. Owen and Noah, I've got some prizes here for you as our Megalodon fan and a cool Gravedigger hat there for you. Thanks for playing our St. Jude Helmet Shuffle, fans. Let's get back to the action.
Getting that QR code to scan and donate to St. Jude Ending Childhood Cancer. Make sure to pick your favorite truck and driver as you do so, because we will crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. Right now, El Toro Loco really excited to scoop up all these points right now. He's second place on the series, and seeing terminal velocity not on that scoreboard is a big opportunity right now for El Toro Loco. This is your captain speaking. Get ready for takeoff. It's Montana Robbins playing crazy. Let's get those wings out. Come on, Providence. I know that's a moonwalk right now and a stoppie, but that looks like a kamikaze when we're talking playing crazy. Squeaking a little combo there in the second half of that trick.
Fans, head to judgeszone.com. Scoring is now open.
On one BKT tire there for a moment. I thought that plane was going to pirouette too, which would have been one of the wildest things to see. So watching the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay as Montana Robbins playing crazy waits for your scores. We watch this wow moment. Like, these drivers have learned how to move those trucks on two wheels. You see, it's just like one wheel. The one-wheel skill competition. And now the question is, will your scores be big? Here we go. The score for Plain Crazy is 8.624. Second place for Montana Robbins. Let's hear it for Plain Crazy. Nice little jump up into the top half of this competition leaderboard. So our final competitor has 3 two-wheel skills competition wins to his career, but an average score of 8.101, which is going to put him in second, third place right now. Let's see if he can do it. It's John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. Big momentum in that trick from Megalodon. Let's see what we can get for attempt number 2. He's shut the truck off. He's taking a nap right now, maybe. I don't know. That truck is perfectly balanced at 90 degrees.
Fans, get those scores in. JudgesZone.com.
Looking a little unhinged right there. John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. Great stuff in the second attempt. First attempt, little tip, too much momentum right there. So having to come back with the second attempt, really trying to do something that showcased a little bit more patience with the trick. And you can't get more patient and perfect than finding that perfect 90-degree balance, which he did, and sat there for about 10 seconds, shutting the truck off too. Wild stuff. Question is, will we get a wild score? The scores are in. The score for Megalodon is 8.578. Third place for John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. All right, so terminal velocity not able to figure out what's going on to get back into this competition. That means your winner is El Toro Loco. Big win for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, the second 8 points of the event, the second time this weekend he has taken the competition win in this specific competition. And for him right now, this 8 points is huge because terminal velocity has a big goose egg in our two-wheel skills challenge. So grabbing the 8 points, he's coming onto the track right now. Make some noise for El Toro Loco.
Fans, I'm standing by with MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. I'm having a little bit of deja vu here. This is another two-wheel skills win for you. I'm starting to think you might like driving on two wheels better than four.
Yeah, honestly, it's a little fun being on two wheels, being able to turn the front tires and just dance that 12,000-pound bull right here in the Providence dirt. It's been absolutely amazing. We came out with this win yesterday night, and why not do it again here tonight? Hey, I'm just getting started, baby. We got Freestyle up next. If y'all thought that was cool, just wait till I strap into that truck for Freestyle. We're having a little bit of issues in the back right now. Might have broken a couple parts there in two-wheel skills, but hey, we've got the best of the best UNOH technicians in the back. That thing's gonna be 110% for Freestyle, and I tell you what, I'm eyeing up that back of the ramp, so y'all better hold on tight.
All right, you heard it, fans. Make some noise for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Come on, Providence. They're about to get started. They need to hear you make some noise. That was good, but I know we can do better once these guys get going. On the count of three, let's get as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. That was Kenny Haskell up first. We had Brandon Reardon, and coming up in the white, Seth Beaton. And last but certainly not least, Josh Edford. Providence, they want to hear you make some noise. Come on, fans, they need to feed off your energy. What did you think of that one, fans? Providence, they can hear you. All of our riders making their way to the pod. Up next, we've got our FMX Best Trick competition. Each of our riders will have one opportunity to pull off their best trick from one side of the floor to the other. Fans, they're gonna want you to get nice and loud, and they're also gonna want you to head to judgeszone.com to place your scores. You've been doing it all day with our drivers. We're gonna keep it going now. Fans, are you ready for FMX Best Trick?
All right, we're starting to get warmed up here. Before my guys hit the track, we are basically sold out here today right now. We are packed. I know that we can get super, super loud. So real quick, on the count of three, we need to be louder than we have been all event. That's everybody in here. 1, 2, 3. That's the kind of noise these guys need to perform these big tricks. And up first from Worcester, Mass, it's Brandon Reardon. Rocking the Honda 450 out there. Favorite superhero, Captain Insano. And when he is on the runway, on that catwalk, yeah, and get ready to launch off that jump, that's when we need to bring that energy all the way to 20. So get ready, make some noise for Brandon Reardon.
No hands, fans. Scoring is now open. Let us know what you thought.
locking in the ankles right under the handlebars and just looking confident doing it too, and just kind of looking like he's going to take a little nap while he's flying through the sky right there. So Brendan Reardon really setting the tone. Best trick competition, scores are in, and the score for Brendan Reardon is 8.324, 8.324. Great score with that big skilled trick. Now up next from Haverhill, Massachusetts, it's Kenny Haskell. You might notice his bike sounds a little different. He's on a YZ250 compared to the 450 some of the other guys are riding. But that bike has the power, and this rider has the tricks in his bag to take the win. Shouting out his two boys from home. He really loves what he does, but misses family when he's on the road. But luckily, he gets to hang with his best friends everywhere he gets to go around the world with Monster Jam. And again, as soon as he comes out that tunnel on the runway until he's flying through the air, we need to take it to 25 this time for Kenny Haskell. Let's go!
Fans, let us know what you thought of Kenny Haskell. Scoring is now open.
This place loving the backflip action. Last night, too, the crowd went wild for Kenny Haskell as he hit that backflip. He ended up taking the lead. We'll see if that happens right now with your scores at judgeszone.com. Again, best trick, FMX. These guys are wild. And the score to beat, Brendan Reardon, 8.324. The score for Kenny Haskell is 8.808. Your new leader, Kenny Haskell. On up next from Templeton, Mass, which 3 of our 4 riders from Massachusetts. We've got Seth Beaton on the Honda 450, last night's best trick winner. And he's been traveling around the country and flying through the air on his Honda 450 for the last 10 years with Monster Jam. So an awesome career. So many different wild options in motorsports. You could be racing motocross with that Supercross series. You could be doing backflips in FMX competitions at Monster Jam, or maybe someday you could be driving one of these Monster Jam trucks. But here he is, ready for trick number 2. Providence, let's make some noise for Seth Beaton.
Head to judgeszone.com, lock in those scores.
No-handed backflip for Seth Beaton. And a lot of momentum in that trick, too. As he grabs the handlebars, almost over-rotating, but sets it down perfectly. Scores are in. The score for Seth Beaton is 9.191. Your new leader, Seth Beaton. So Seth Beaton last night, the best trick winner. Now your current leader, a 9.191 final competitor from Asheville, North Carolina on his Kawasaki 450. Let's hear it for Josh Hedford. Again, Asheville, North Carolina, no joke, this dude chases bears in the mountains. Gets after it, keeps people safe out there. And he does that with no shoes on, I heard, too. He just goes after it. Not even on his bike, but he's on it now. Make some noise!
Fans, lock in those scores right now for Josh Hedford.
So this is where it gets wild when you combo up the backflip. And this, a flat plank right there, a handlebar Superman backflip, wild stuff. And I've always dreamed of being able to do this stuff. I just keep it to the professionals, though. Score to beat, Seth Beaton, 9.191. The score for Josh Hedford is 9.62. Your winner, Josh Hedford.
Providence, we're not done yet. It's time for the grand finale. Each of our riders are going to make a train formation The louder you get, the higher they go. Come on, Providence, make some noise. They've got their hands in the air. They want to hear you. One after another, after another. Providence, here we go. Are you guys ready for some more? I don't think they heard you. Are you ready for more? It's time to blow the roof off this place. Providence, let me hear you. All right, like Ryan said earlier, you guys have been loud, but right now needs to be the loudest we get all day. I know you've got more in you, Providence. Let me hear you make some noise. Let them know what you think, Providence. Give it up for our FMX riders. All right, guys, I'm standing by with your best trig winner, Josh. I gotta say, it's incredible to watch as exciting and fun for you this time as it was the first time.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome adventure, flipping dirt bikes and flying through the air and getting back on, and just it's awesome hearing the fans. Honestly, you guys are super loud, and I think I gotta ask, are you guys having fun?
We always hear fans in the crowd that are like, I want to do that, myself included. How would somebody get involved in this?
Well, I started when I was really young on pedal bikes, like BMX, and I think that kind of helped transition into dirt bikes a lot, like learn how to ride parks and little jumps and working my way up, like small to this. And yeah, it's just a lot of practice, a lot of safety gear, just doing a lot of hot yoga, Pilates.
I know all about that, of course, right? Ryan, you too? Well, thank you. Congratulations. We've still got more Monster Jam action. Anything else you want to say to these fans?
Just do what you love, follow your dreams, and, all you kids out there, listen to your parents.
All right, fans, make some noise for Josh and all of our FMX riders.
So right now, our BKT overall event leaderboard as we prep for our final competition of the day, Monster Jam Freestyle. The flyest in town, Montana Robbins, playing crazy after a tough night last night, has to be feeling nervous, but also pretty giddy about being in the top spot right now with 11 points. Dragon, El Toro Loco, Megalodon, a three-way tie for second, and those are some veterans right now chasing Plane Crazy with 10 points. We've got a tie for fifth with Gravedigger and Terminal Velocity. I know a lot of drivers loving to see Terminal Velocity towards the bottom, but Crazy Train and Sparkle Smash round it out. And up next is Monster Jam Freestyle, the final opportunity for you to score at judgeszone.com. And with Freestyle, the one key is these drivers have to complete at least 15 seconds of their run to get a score. Use of all ramps, creativity, technical moves, combinations, and that big wow factor you find only at Monster Jam. That's what we're looking for when you put in your scores at judgeszone.com for Monster Jam Freestyle.
We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. Providence, are you ready for Monster Jam Freestyle? Scoring is now open, fans. Head to judgeszone.com.
This is the last competition of the event, your last chance to pick a winner in our competitions this afternoon. You really play a part in who wins this BKT Overall Event Championship. And Sparkle Smash coming in hot, making her presence known with huge air, and then an even bigger wheelie to follow. Let's hear it for Logan Ashline right now. Sparkle Smash, score is in. The score for Sparkle Smash is 7.929. Your current leader is Sparkle Smash. So when starting freestyle, that's what you want to do. When you start out, you make your presence known. And man, was that some big air from Sparkle Smash. And the way it nosedived and then popped into another wheelie. Awesome stuff from Logan Ashline. It should be back tonight and tomorrow. 2 more big events here in Providence, which you can watch all of the action on YouTube. Or if you're here in Providence, make sure to grab your tickets. Again, on the board, the criteria for our Monster Jam Freestyle competition must complete at least 15 seconds for the score. That's the big thing in there, but also tricks, momentum, combos, and that wow factor. We've got 7 to go in Monster Jam Freestyle. And up next, get those train hands and horns blowing for Triton Robbins' Crazy Train.
That was Crazy Train. Head to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, big air, and really lots of great momentum with that freestyle, and not letting up of that loud pedal as he's just going from side to side, ramp to ramp. Just seemed like he was having a competition with himself to see if he could keep getting higher and higher and higher. He's out of the truck right now. Let's hear it for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. All right, the score for Crazy Train is 7.543. 7.543 right now. Crazy Train sits in second. Expert score 8.1. Fan score 6.986. So average together, that's a 7.543. 2 trucks have gone, 6 remain. Final 8 points of the night on the line, and we have quite a competition for today's BKT overall event championship. And even if you haven't scored yet at judgeszone.com, it's not too late. Hit that QR code or go to judgeszone.com and get ready to score our next competitor, who is our series leader. Tough break and 2-wheel skills. My guess is he's gonna drive real angry right now and rip it up. It's John Zimmer Jr. You're on board, Terminal Velocity.
Lock in those scores on judgeszone.com.
And keep it going for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. So as you're watching right here, right in kind of this early part of the freestyle, the right front axle just let go of the truck. And so you would notice one of those 4 BKT tires not moving as quickly as the rest of them. So that kind of put him in a weird spot. Right there, you see the truck kind of pirouette like that. It shouldn't happen. That's because that right front axle is broken. All right, here we go. Score to beat. Sparkle Smash, 7.929. Score for Terminal Velocity is 8.049, your new leader, Terminal Velocity. So that's got to be kind of comforting right there for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, but there is still plenty of room for one of these other heavy hitters to take the top spot. So Terminal Velocity currently in first, Sparkle Smash in second, Crazy Train in third in Monster Jam Freestyle. And now it's time to figure out who our St. Jude ambassador of the event is. Thank you to all of you who scanned that QR code, made a donation. Together we are working to help end childhood cancer. And our St. Jude ambassador of this event is Sparkle Smash, Logan Ashline. Getting 45% of the donations made this afternoon. Every dollar counts, and thank you again so much for your donations to help end childhood cancer and to really support St. Jude in their life-saving mission, but also the way they keep families together. So still time, you can go to stjude.org, or you can scan that QR code, make a donation, and help support St. Jude. Get your bull horns up. And get loud for 25 years of the Crazy Bull. It's MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. Get those bull horns up. For the people, keep it going.
Providence, let us know what you thought of El Toro Loco. Lock in those scores.
Gotta love a wild freestyle with a big Morgan and Morgan backflip, and the truck is clean, keeping it nice and together for his UNOH technician and crew chief. So the El Toro Loco team really on fire this weekend in Providence. He's out of the truck right now. You want to talk about feeling like $1 million? Now we got to get a big score, and El Toro Loco will be feeling great. So here we go. Score to beat, terminal velocity, 8.049. The score for El Toro Loco is... .346. Your new leader is El Toro Loco. So sometimes with the backflip, you can get some other tricks out of this. And the way the truck landed, basically right into a pogo wheelie. And so then from there, he knew what he needed to do. 4 trucks remain. El Toro Loco, your current leader. The BKT Overall Event Championship on the line right now. The bells are ringing. The headlights are on. It's time to do some dirty work. Here comes Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Providence lock in those scores. drivers, head to judgeszone.com.
And one more time, make some noise for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Filling the clock. Foot always on the throttle. That Gravedigger throttle action is wild. A woman on a mission. Chasing the top spot, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, representing the family and the black and green wrecking machine, all this Gravedigger history. Now the scores are in. The score for Gravedigger is 8.247, 8.247. Right now, Gravedigger sits in second place, and 3 competitors are left in Monster Jam Freestyle. Biggest Monster Jam event of the year is returning to Salt Lake City, July 2026. Celebrate the 4th of July holiday weekend with stars, stripes, stunts, and unbelievable family fun moments. Monster Jam World Finals, big time family fun, brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission. Let's get those chompers out from the cold Atlantic waters. Here comes John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon.
Is now open, fans. Judgeszone.com.
John Zimmer, Megalodon, a 21-year career, showing off how he could. I feel like he could do this in his sleep. He's been at this for so long. He's so good at what he does, and I love the chaos of the front of that Megalodon truck falling off, but just big air after big air after big air hit for Megalodon. And will it be high enough for the scores here in the top spot? Here we go, Megalodon. Score is 7.694. 7.694. Megalodon right now sits in 5th place. So for John Zimmer, average score in freestyle 8.011. Just a little shy of that. 2 competitors left. This is your captain speaking. We're going to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign because we are expecting some turbulence. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy.
He lost his wings, but he still took flight. Fans, head to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
Coming into this final competition, Montana Robbins Playing Crazy was in the top spot by 1 point for the BKT Overall Event Championship, and he took to the skies in the amp in Providence, and he's getting the love out here from the Providence fans too. The question is, will he have a high enough score to keep him in that top spot? The scores are in. The score for Playing Crazy is 8.47. That's a good spot. Second place for him to be. One competitor left. And we're going to add up everyone's totals, and we are about to find out who is this afternoon's BKT Overall Event Champion. El Toro Loco in the lead, 9.346. Playing Crazy second, Gravedigger third, and Terminal Velocity fourth. Our final competitor, an 8.08 average in freestyle, has one competition freestyle win this season. He also has 66 freestyle competition wins in his 13-year career. The final freestyle is gonna be hot. Here comes Cody Saucier, Dragon.
Fan scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com.
And for the final time this afternoon, Providence, show some love to Cody Saucier, Dragon. You can see the energy. He's got the helmet on still, but you can see the energy when he gets out of the truck. And he's going to throw one of those scales up to a big Dragon fan. Let's see. Oh, sign that man up as a backup for the Patriots. He's ready to play, and he's ready for big scores at judgeszone.com. Oh, that's what he's saying. Put them scores in. All right, here we go. Scores are in. The score for Dragon is 8.179. That means your freestyle winner is El Toro Loco. So with that 8 points, we're going to add it up to see if it's enough to take the BKT Overall Event Champion. You can see right there, 2 points in racing, winning the other two competitions of the event. Your Overall Event Champion is El Toro Loco. Big win right there for El Toro Loco, gaining points on the series leader, Terminal Velocity, for MJ Solario. That is his 33rd freestyle competition win in his career. He's out of the truck. He can hear you. Get your bullhorns up and make some noise for El Toro Loco.
Fans, I'm standing by with not only your two-wheel skills winner, not only your freestyle winner, but your BKT overall event champion winner, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. At what point during that last run did you know, oh yeah, I've got this?
Honestly, I thought I had that the entire time. You know, you got to believe in yourself when it comes down to motorsports. It's a big mental game when it comes down to this thing. You can't focus on the other competitors. You just got to run your own race. And I had my crew chief, Brian, right here in my ear that entire time, just tell me to break that truck in half, because I know y'all paid to come see some Monster Jam, and I think we delivered on that. What y'all think, Providence? Y'all have fun?
So many fans in this building rooting for you today, locking in those scores, cheering you on. What does that mean to you, and what do you want to send them off with?
Man, it means the most to me because I say it every weekend. I'm just a kid living his dream. I started off in these seats. I'd come to these Monster Jam events and cheer on my favorite truck or my favorite driver. And now I've got the little ones coming up to me saying that my truck's their favorite or I'm their favorite driver. It's a little extra special. We're running 25 years of that crazy bull. And I told y'all one thing. We were going to live up to the name that was on the side of that truck. And we did just that here tonight. A toda mi gente, eso fue para ustedes. Te dije, lo íbamos a darle y a darle con todo, y así lo dejamos. Hey, Providence, get home safe. We'll see you next time.
Fans, give it up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
The backflip, the BKT overall event championship, the roar of the crowd. Only at Monster Jam. Congratulations to MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. He now inches his way closer to that top spot for this series, the overall series championship, where one person gets that automatic invite to the Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah. And we've got two more big events in Providence, one tonight, one tomorrow, so we're definitely going to be back. For those joining us on YouTube, let us know where you were watching from and how much fun you had. For everyone here in Providence today, as he said, get home safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend with your family. Thank you for bringing your family out here tonight. We hope you had a blast, and we're ready to do it again in just a few hours. So if there's some tickets left, grab them at the box office at the amp before you get them. For Katie Andres, I'm Ryan Lacoste. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Providence, that was Monster Jam.